is Kate Lovelady. I'm the leader here at the Ethical Society. How many of you have not been to the Ethical Society before? Two of you. Okay, great. Well, I'm glad that you're here. We're interested in creating communities of shared inquiry and trying to figure out the information and motivation necessary to live more ethical lives. So I'm very pleased that we have people here tonight to help us with a difficult topic, and that we are sponsoring this new format. We're going to be having these monthly, these responsible public debates, which are a brainchild of one of our members, Ben Schultz. So I wanted to ask him to say a few words about why we're doing this.
Thank you. I wrote some stuff down. And I crossed a lot of it out, so I won't waste too much time. Not that it's not good, it's just, see, so I'd like to welcome you all to the first round of responsible public debate. And the idea for RPD came about really born of frustration that our culture doesn't seem to have the tools to come together and explore serious issues in a publicly accountable way. We have predominantly infotainment that does not really reward civility, facts, practical solutions, and winning arguments. We don't follow up on meaningful tangents or necessarily ask the best questions at sort of a populist level, and it's difficult to get beyond slogans and sloganeering. We plan to have 8 of these this season, once a month with a follow-up group discussion 2 weeks after each debate. So same place, same time, 2 weeks from now. We'll be picking hot topics that we think could use a good clash of the cultural titans, and do our best to find some knowledgeable folk to prepare their cases either way and proceed to digest the issues together in a fairly rigorous way. As you can see, we're filming the debate for posterity, and it'll be posted on YouTube and our Facebook group. Over the next 2 weeks, I'll be reviewing the video and actually diagramming the clash of talking points. I'd love to have people blog about it, post their links on the group page. I'll give a brief overview of today's debate to start off the group discussion on October 19th. What were the facts everyone agrees on? What were the points they disagree on? What were the arguments? What may have been the fallacies? It'll look a lot like a game of chutes and ladders. Actually, I have no, seriously, it'll be an argument map that you'll each get like a printout if you want to take home and circle it or mark it up or whatever. And it'll be, the payoff will be that everyone will very easily be able to see where the different talking points take us in the discussion, and prevent us from talking in circles or point out that we are talking in circles. So at the very least, you'll be able to see where and why the disagreements persist, and maybe what avenues of further research may be warranted to settle a dispute. And the whole format will be a work in progress. We'll be taking suggestions and working through to, get something that works for everybody, or at least for most people. I did pass out the note cards. We'll have a Q&A with our 2 debaters afterward, or when the debate's over. So if you have questions, write them down as you're thinking about them, and then I will come around and collect them, and hopefully we'll get some good ones. And so tonight's debate, as Kate said, was should the Bush tax cuts be extended for the upper class? Everyone seems to agree on the middle and lower classes, but what about the upper class? Hopefully our debaters can shed some light on the issue. We have Libertarian and former radio talk show host Lloyd Sloan will argue for the wisdom of extending the tax cuts for the rich, and Democrat and economist Brian Collin will argue against. So did we flip coins to see who goes first? Do we have a reference on that? Do we have a quarter, penny?
This is that work in progress part?
Yes.
You're
Can I call it? It's tails.
I'll go. Oh,
I just wanted to give a brief introduction of a little bit about who these folks are and how this is going to work, just so you know. So Brian Colling has a degree in economics. He is currently working as a network administrator which I said clearly shows that he learned that economics does not pay. He served as an Obama delegate to the Missouri State Democratic Convention in 2008, and that summer he also became co-host of the St. Louis City chapter of Drinking Liberally. In 2009, he joined the St. Louis Young Democrats and was elected membership chair this past March. Our other debater is Lloyd Sloan, who graduated from Harvard in 1978, ran for Congress as a Libertarian in 1988, was a journalist and publisher in the 1990s, and had a radio talk show host from 2001 to 7, known as the Sloan Ranger Show, which was on WGNU 920 AM. And he is currently working on a book and home study course, which is titled Federalism, the People's Illustrated Guide to the Broken American Constitution, including why and how to fix it. The way that our format is going to work is that each of our folks will have up to 10 minutes for an opening argument. Then there will be 2 rounds of responses of up to 5 minutes each, so basically 5, 5, and 5, 5. And then each of them will have about 2 minutes to do closing remarks. So the whole formal part of the debate should be up to about 45 minutes, and then we'll have an open Q&A. So I think that's all you need to know. And David will be our kind person keeping track of time for us.